Dear students, we have already discussed all the theorems. And what is the relation between the supremum and infimums? That is the theorems. Then how to apply? Then give an example of this theorem. Whether this theorem is true or false, that's why some problems. When you see the problems in the examination hall, you are pura trembling because you have not the thorough idea about this theorem. If you have clear-cut idea about the theorem, then you must solve the problems. Regarding all the theorems, before we have already discussed, using that theorems, we solve these problems. This is also very important questions from your university examinations, means choice-based credit systems. The question is, if x greater than 1 and S is a set contains the element x to the power n such that n belongs to n, is unbounded above. This set is unbounded above. Condition is, here the given conditions are x greater than 1. X is any real number that is greater than 1. Second, S is a set whose elements takes the power x to the power n such that n belongs to n. X to the power n is a natural numbers. We have to show that the set S is unbounded above. This set is unbounded above. Suppose I take x is equal to 2 to the power n, 3 to the power n, 4 to the power n, 5 to the power n, x is greater than 1. Means this is a total non-terminating. Then this means this set is infinite. Prove that this is also unbounded above. This set is unbounded above. Example, we fill this 1 to the power n, 2 to the power n, 3 to the power n, akhi bhag so that is unbounded. But we prove this mathematically. Now we prove this by the method of contradiction. Our aim is to show that S is unbounded above. In order to prove this, we adopt the method of contradiction. If possible, let us suppose that S is bounded above. Since f is bounded above and the set of real number is complete, then a bounded above set must have the least upper bound, means the supremum, which implies supremum of S exists. What is the reason? Being R is complete order field. Since supremum of S exists, what is that? Suppose that is equal to B. B is equal to least upper bound of S, that is equal to supremum of S. That means every element of S is less than or equal to B. It is given that x greater than 1 implies B also greater than 1. Now x greater than 1 implies x inverse less than 1, 3 less than 5, 1 by 3 that is greater than 1 by 5, reciprocal changes the sign. X greater than 1 implies x inverse means 1 by x is less than 1. B, x inverse less than 1 into B. B is a positive which is greater than 1. When multiply this inequality, the inequality remains intact. B, x inverse less than 1 by B, that is equal to B, which implies B, x inverse less than B. What is B? B is the least upper bound of S, means supremum of S. By definition of supremum, every element of that set must less than equal to that supremum. So B equal to least upper bound of S or supremum of S, which implies B x inverse is not an upper bound of S. This is the least upper bound. B x inverse is less than B, so B x inverse is not an upper bound. But B is equal to supremum of S, B x inverse less than B, then there must exist a natural number n such that x to the power k greater than b x minus 1. This is the figure. Suppose this is the set set of real numbers. This is the set S. This is the least upper bound is B. B minus epsilon, this is not an upper bound. So since this is the least, there must exist an element in between, which is less than B and greater than B plus epsilon. So that there must exist K belongs to N such that x to the power K greater than Bx minus Bx inverse, which implies x to the power K plus 1 is greater than B. But x to the power K plus 1 is an element of S. Each element of S must less than equal to B because it is given that B is the least upper bound. But here the element of S is greater than B. It contradicts the definition of the least upper bound, means the supremum. This contradiction occurs due to our wrong assumption. Our assumption is B is bounded above. That's why we face these contradictions. Hence, the result is the set S is unbounded above. Similarly, we can also prove the set S is equal to 2 to the power n such that n belongs to n. This is your question in your books. S is equal to 10 to the power n such that n belongs to n. Prove that this is also unbounded sets. First you prove this theorem. Then we put x is equal to 2, x is equal to 10, x is equal to 100, whatever will be that. So this is the problem.